Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome to today's installment of Created for More, the podcast. So, today is our activation series, and I've got an exciting topic. So, today's topic is specifically for anybody who feels like they're not yet walking in purpose, who feels like, they haven't really honed their voice, or maybe they have, but they have not yet stepped out doing what they believe they were called to do. So today I'm going to be speaking about five top reasons why you are not using your voice, you are not, you know, putting your weight solidly behind the mission and the mandates that you were given by our Creator above. So, the very, very first reason is you want 100% clarity. You want 100% clarity in what you're doing, and this is one of the reasons that stops so many people. They believe the opposite of the truth. The truth is that clarity comes from doing. Momentum is what brings clarity. Movement is what brings clarity. If you want to sit down and get 100% clear about what you're doing, chances are you will never get it. And I know that this is almost like the sole contributory factor for, I would say, maybe like 90% of people who are not walking in purpose. If you are not a walking in purpose because you are looking for 100% clarity, let me just tell you now, everybody that you see that is doing something, nobody started 100% clarity. We only see in parts. So you will see a segment, a fraction, a fragment of what you are meant to be doing, but you will not see the full picture. So what happens is that you will step out, and as you step out, you put one foot in front of the other, you start getting clearer as you go along. When God was speaking to the children of Israel and he was taking them to the promised land, the land of Canaan, he didn't say, go, this is exactly where it is. He didn't give them a GPS sat nav to say, you just need to drive 3 quarters here, go there, go there. No, they were following the pillar of cloud by day. They were following the pillar of fire by night. At a moment's notice, when the cloud moves, the Bible talks about how they just move. And that is exactly what we are supposed to do as well. Your job is to have faith in the one that called you to that mission. And every single day, you ask for your daily bread. Every single day, am I walking in line? And every single day, your job is to course correct. You walk some steps, okay, you move. You walk some steps, you course correct. That is what you're meant to do. You will not get 100% clarity in your vision. You will only see a part of it. And as you move in the vision will get clearer. It will crystallize right before your eyes, and you'll be like, oh, I get it. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is believing that your message doesn't mean anything. Ah, so many people are in this boat as well, believing that, look, they just trivialize the message that they've been given. Look, there's a reason why it is on your heart. There's a reason why it hurts you so much to see maybe like orphaned children, people and no one doing anything about it, but somehow you can't sleep at night. There is a reason why there is that burden on your heart. You can't ignore it. And whatever your message is, everyone has been called to different things. We are part of, you think about it, we are like part of this army, right? In an army, everyone has different assignments. They're the people who like at the forefront, the front line that are fighting in day to day hand combat. They are the people who are behind the scenes, who are ensuring that they facilitate these people who are frontliners so that they can have victory. They are also important. So the people in the back, you've got the support services, medical service, the strategists, the strategists are not on the battleground, but they're probably even more important than even the people who are there fighting, because the strategists tell them which way to go. So this is important because it says it evidences what I'm speaking about around the fact that your message is like it's a part of this whole, this whole story, this whole army of who we are in this world and what we represent. So don't trivialize it. Don't say it's only this. It's only, you know, it's only to be a speaker, to speak about a cause for disabled children, or a cause around helping people find who they are. It's only just about identity. It's only about helping people find purpose. It's only about helping people know that they are created for more. It's not important. It is important. There are people that are waiting, absolutely 100% waiting for you to rise into that thing that you have been called to do, because if you don't, they won't become. So the next time you trivialize, you downplay, you say it's not important, I want you to literally give yourself a kick up the backside. I want you to get to work. The third reason is believing that nobody will listen. This is another one that is a huge contributor. You feel that, it might be important, but nobody will listen to me because I am not the kind of person who does this sort of thing. There is no kind of person who does anything. That's one thing I want you to hear. I was listening to a program that I'm doing with Debola Dejikurumi, and she said something that just made me laugh on the program. And she said, look, Jesus Christ was not the dying kind. Nobody is the kind of person who does anything. It's all learned skills. Yeah, we have messages that have been encoded in us, but really when we now start putting our weight behind these messages, how we facilitate that are things that we learn here on earth, right? So if you feel like you need to learn how to be a more convincing speaker, a more confident speaker, then you do the courses that you need. Dime a dozen. There are so many courses these days that it's like to say that you don't know where to get help isn't even a reason that will fly anymore, because help is abundant. What do you need? Make a list of the skills that you need, that you feel support your mission, support your purpose. What are the things that you think you need? Make a list of them and see how many of these can I get support with, right? The other thing is that number 4, which closely links to number 3, is wanting every single thing to be perfect. Remember the list I just talked about, writing everything down. You are not going to get everything perfect as you start. Start, and as you go along on your list, continue to perfect as you go along. Okay? And then the 5th one is believing that you need validation from other people. This is something that holds so many people back as well. Oh, I can't do this because I feel when I told my sister about it, she didn't really feel too hot on the idea. Was your sister the one that sent you? On the last day Will your sister be there next to you, answering to God as to what returns you are bringing on the investment that was made on your head? Will your brother be there? Will your husband be there? So you don't owe anybody anything. You owe God everything. So I want you to have that in mind. You don't need anyone to validate you. Once you get your conviction from the one who sent you, run. Run. I want you to run, and I want you to run quickly. Run as fast as you can, because it is super important that you remember that there is an urgency attached to your message. Don't feel like, you know what, I have time, I'll do it later, I have time. This week, just this week, I lost someone that was really, really close to me. Someone that was such an influence in my life when I was growing up. May her soul rest in peace. And it then got me reflecting again. And I just started thinking about just how fleeting this life is. And I was speaking about how, we're just sojourners here. We feel like this is our final destination, but really it isn't. Ultimately, we are here to deliver a message. If you have never heard it put this way, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You have come to this world with a message. You are carrying a message to deliver to a people. That people are the tribe you have been called to lead. So people say, look, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know. Your purpose is the same as everybody else's purpose. Your purpose is to be a leader, a fisher of men. A fisher of men. That is your purpose. When Christ was selecting his disciples and he says, follow me, I will make you fishers of men. It's the same exact purpose. The only difference is how we fish the men. Like I told, going back to the analogy I made about the army. The same purpose. We want to win the war. That's one purpose. But the how that they contribute to winning that war is what is different. Some are cooking so that the people on the front line can be sustained in good health and they can be well. Some, there's medical staff. There are people who prepare their outfits, what they wear, their military gear. There are the people who, transport. My job isn't to shoot a gun, but my job is to drive the van. There are the people who do even the more dangerous stuff, who go to the front, detonate landmines. Right? Everybody contributes to this one purpose. Your purpose is to lead your own tribe, is to be a fisher of men with your message. Your people have already been auto-tuned to your voice. So when you feel like your message is not important, you forget that there are people that will not receive the message from anybody else but you, because they have been encoded within their DNA is the sound of your voice. And unless it comes from you, they will not move. So I want you to hold this in mind. I want you to really, really, really listen to this message and listen to it again. This message is intended to activate you. Stop sleeping on a bicycle. Stop giving all these excuses. I have time, I will do it later, it's not important. All of this. Time is precious. Seize time. Get on it. Because your message is worth delivering. If it wasn't, if you weren't, you wouldn't have been put on earth anyway. The reason that you are here is to deliver your message. So whatever shape that takes, whatever, it doesn't have to be something that is grandiose. It doesn't have to be something that means that you have a podcast or you do all of these things. Whatever it is, whatever it looks like to you. Some people's message is all about service. Some people were called to serve other people, and that is how they fulfill their own purpose. Some people were called to raise leaders. Some people were called to be housewives, to be caretakers and mothers to incredible great minds that will transform the world radically. Some people are innovators. Some people are restorative. They have a restorative grace. Some people have incredible wisdom. They're able to see and distill information in ways that is just life-changing. Some people are creative. Some people can, create sounds that are just so revolutionary that people be like, where did this come from? Whatever it is that you have been called to do, do not trivialize it. You are important. Your message is important. The people who need your message, they are important. Do it because of them. Thank you so much for listening to today's edition of Created for More, the podcast. It's been lovely to have you. Subscribe, and yeah, thank you.